Here we are again already. How long ago was it we were just here?
12, 13 weeks ago. Seems like we were just here.
Kicking off Cohort 3, and now we are prepping for demo day. Super stoked. Tuesday, May 18th, we are officially going to be live with Cohort 3, wrapping up their 12 weeks. 5
great companies, great founders, bring so much passion to the thing. You can't help but be excited for them.
Yeah, I love it. Talk a little bit in your words on what you've seen these guys go through in the last 11 weeks so far.
You know, you can see as they get further and further into the curriculum, you can start to see in their own minds how they're bringing the ecosystem together and how the pieces and the parts fit together, how capital raising is relevant towards vendor selection, which is relevant towards compliance. So I think the one thing I really get excited about is when you can kind of sense they're putting in the pieces, the parts together. And then once they do that, then the ideas start to flow.
Yeah, light bulbs for sure. That's been the fun part, is the aha moments, I think, that everybody's had. We've done some different things this go around, specifically with venture capital, which has just been terribly exciting. Like Piper Sandler came into the fold and offered a ton of insight. So early stage investors, late stage investors, and anywhere in between. I think the cohorts really felt a ton of value and light bulbs going off about fundraising.
I think especially you think about the late stage investor being able to tell these founders, here are all the things we've seen other founders wish they would have done differently 3 years later when they go to sell their company or they go to do a serious capital raise. I think that's just incredibly valuable as they begin to think about investors, who they should be partnering with, what makes for a good investor, the collaboration that needs to happen. I think that was hugely beneficial for the group, and it was a great add to the curriculum.
Yeah, I totally agree. Product development is always one of my faves too. I like to see them kind of ideate and whiteboard together. Although we were virtual again this session, it was really fun to watch kind of how people have evolved. And our content guy, Vince, shout out, crushes it and has such great ideas to bring it to life. So the vlogs that we did this time to capture the journey from start to finish has been super fun.
I think that's very compelling too, because I think for other entrepreneurs or folks contemplating a startup, the more we can sort of share about the experiences and the life journey and what's weighing on some of these founders, I think that's incredibly beneficial for the next crop of entrepreneurs. So those little snippets have been, I think, great, and I think we should expand them.
Yeah, we've always tested a little bit about their emotional kind of well-being throughout. Are you green? Are you yellow? Are you red? And I think for this group, mostly they've teetered in the green to yellow zone, but it's been good to have tools in our toolkit for those that are kind of red. We kind of bickered a little bit at the beginning about product versus holistic entrepreneurship and where Falls Fintech should sit in that. Really glad that we continued to lean into here's your favorite phrase, by the way, the founder health, the strategy planning, being intentional, and really giving them a good framework for long-term success.
Yeah, absolutely. You can, every one of them, I think, hits a red light moment, and you can sense that. And I think one of the things that you've done a great job of, as well as Luke and Heather, of sensing that and then helping them manage through that. So when they hit the big questions about the future of their company, we're able to provide them some ideas on just how to smooth things over. And it's funny because I remember a red light moment early in the cohort, and then I remember that same company have an overwhelmingly green light moment just last week. So it's been really fun.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the vlogs too, is them capturing their own highlights so that when times get tough, they can look back and go, right, we've had a lot of successes. It's easy to dwell on some of the hardships, but so super excited. Tuesday, the 18th, we're inviting everybody to join us. I think Luke scheduled the event on LinkedIn. Specifics are out there of how to register for the webinar, but the audience continues to grow gangbusters, which is amazing.
Walk the group through the day.
Yeah. Well, the day, it's more like the week. We start on Sunday, the 16th, and really, really excited that all 5 companies are coming to Sioux Falls for the week, which is great. So Lifesavers from New York, Frugal is from Toronto, Canada. And so he's got a little bit of hoops to jump through internationally. Fritch is from New York, Draft Fuel is from Philadelphia, and then Slide is out of Boston. So mostly East Coast this go around, but they're all coming into Sioux Falls. And let's see, the 16th is a Sunday. They'll be here Sunday through Thursday. And we've got strategic time with Central Payments, the executive team, and making sure that the partnership is teed up well. We've got, of course, demo day, and we're doing a bit of a hybrid, so some in person, some virtual, just to be sure that we keep everything super safe and to everybody's level of comfort. Sponsor dinners, MasterCard, thank you for coming in. Discover, thanks for coming in. A few other folks from around the area are actually making their way here to meet and greet these folks and really wish them well and congratulate them on what they've done over these last 3 months.
And I think just speaking from the Central Payments perspective, we really enjoy this sort of capstone meeting opportunity because for us, it's sort of the handoff point. It's where Falls Fintech is handing this company off to Central Payments and say, you know, we've done a lot of the work now. This company understands what it's going to take to be successful. Probably not everything. None of us probably understand everything.
Me more than
right. But you know, this is the handoff point, and so I think Central Payments is getting better and better at making that handoff of the baton go as smoothly as possible. You know, we're watching those groups coming out of Cohort 1 and 2, coming live, launching, and you know, I think we're in the best position yet in terms of bringing them on and really putting them on a path to the very important point where Joe Consumer is going to be able to take the product.
Yeah. One thing I love about Demo Day too is the way that Falls Fintech does this is really with the spirit of disrupting the usual. I think you watch Demo Day sometimes, and with all due respect, it's a ton of work to get ready for that, and it can get a bit boring or a bit stale, where they do their demos and then we close on and move to the next and next and next, and it's hard to give a reasonable amount of time to each company and still showcase everything they're working on and what they've done. Again, from a creative standpoint, I'm always excited about how we look at Demo Day from a bit of a flip it on its head and let it be less about Falls Fintech and more about each of these companies, that they get this traction. So we set out for Falls Fintech to have this tagline of real substance, real connections, and real opportunity. And that brand promise kind of filters through everything we do, including Demo Day. So it's all about really connecting them with their audience and giving them the traction that we think that they all deserve. Absolutely fantastic. And it's one thing I'll add, it's always fun to watch the types of products migrate through the cohorts. You know, I think the interesting thing about this group is that much less card-based than what we had seen in the past. And they continue this trend of transparency around giving consumers access to their whole financial picture, giving them visibility into accounts and relationships everywhere, and then compiling that into one experience, letting them really take that information and do something with it, something for their financial wellness, something around budgeting, something around fund money in some cases. You know, really taking transparency to the next level. Yeah, absolutely. So I think there you have it. Demo Day, Tuesday, May 18th. Join us. You can check out more here on LinkedIn, on our YouTube channel, on our website, fallsfintech.com, on how to register for the event. Join these guys, support them, cheer them on, because it really is a great group of companies working on disrupting the status quo, and we couldn't be more proud of them. So we'll see you there.
Good work, partner.
Thanks.